What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server, and we're using this team today. Shout outs to everybody who PM'd me. If you haven't seen, check out the video that I posted earlier today. Pause this video, go check that video out. It'll go into a lot of detail about all the great things that are coming. Like, the community could completely shift within the next year if this goes in the way I think it could. Obviously, I'm gonna have an advisory board, and it's gonna be definitely a group effort. I need other ideas. We might have like a mastermind group, like the I don't even want to use that word, but not mastermind, but another word. But like, you know, people, I wouldn't say behind the scenes, but a much more community formed community rather than, like, you know, the select few molding the community. I do want it to be expansive, so Pokemon Go, VGC. If you don't know what I'm talking about, like, go and check that video out. But yeah, just got smashed by a Sharpedo. That won't happen again. Like, it used max knuckling, so I was like, holy fucking shit, killed my Eternatus. Didn't expect that to go down. It was just crazy. But yeah, that'll never happen again. Now that I know that that's possible and that's what it does. And so in this case, I plan to sweep my opponent with Volcarona. If I had Bug Buzz, Umbreon would be less of a concern. But obviously, who uses Umbreon, right? Me, in past lives. Duckshire is going to be about trapping Cinderace, and this thing. After that, I don't know how he's going to beat my Scarm, plus my Lunala, in all honesty, and my Blissey, in all honesty. The only way I can guard against Eternatus is Psychic and Reshiram. So Cinderace to start the game off, which is about expected. Not the best matchup for the Cinderace. He doesn't guard well against Dynamax Cannon at all. I am a FizzDev variant. Please, I guess he expected Toxic Spikes, which is fair. What's Blissey's core purpose in this game? It's kind of there for Umbreon low-key to Toxic it, and it's there for the Reshiram as well, but I can trap both. I'm actually going to mid-ground Lunala. If he Shadow Balls Kudos, as he Psychics, why do I feel like a Shadow Ball's coming my way? I just don't want to get Psy shocked. You must have Shadow Ball, right? Okay, so he doesn't go for it. So this allows for us to Seismic Toss hard. I'd anticipate Espeon to rear its ugly head again. I could mid-ground. I could do a mid-ground play. Okay, so Melmetal. Because Skarmory's back in the tier, Melmetal is of no concern if you metal iron metal bashes or whatever. Yeah, you're taking more damage than me, Brody. You need to be choice banded, Brody. As I assume you Thunder Punch into it. Doesn't really matter. It's not like about predicting him per se. Well, Skarm is lower than I'd like, but that's primarily important for Gyarados, not necessarily the Cinderace or anything of that nature. And so if he opts for the fire move, I mean the Zen Headbutt here, which he could, no, just opts for the straight Power Ball, gets the burn, no surprise there, as Gyarados comes out. Took the Dynamax Cannon well, which meant if it was super effective, he wouldn't have died, but I am a FizzDev Eternatus. Why am I so slow? I mean, I'm defensive, but I'm like insanely, embarrassingly slow. I thought I had speed investment too. Is that Scarf? I'm trying to see my speed. Show me my stats. Okay. Yeah, he's Scarf. He's probably going to switch out here in the Cinderace. No. Dynamax, Max Geyser won't knock me out from here. Because you're just a Gyarados. You're just a Gyarados, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now we have a problem, Houston. But Cinderace can no longer Dynamax, and so if he opts for this into Max Airstream, it'll suck, but then he's gonna go back to All right, I'm faster than him. I'm not very good. But yeah, basically he's already earthquake locked. Yeah, and so this allows for me to roost. Cinderace is getting a little too cocky for me, man. So what I'm gonna do is sack Eternatus so I can trap this thing. It's getting a little too cocky as we're pressure stalling these powerballs. So he only has two left. So Dugtrio will come through unless this is Scarf. Who does that? Who runs Scarf Cinderace? Stop this. He has one powerball left. So him trapping my Dugtrio actually matters a little bit. Now it does mean that he can't touch my Skarmory any longer if he opts to stay in here. I'm gonna roost because I'm gonna need this Lunala to be at the utmost. If Umbreon comes in, I'm more than ready to Blissey him as he foul plays. We're gonna Seismic Toss hard. I don't want that Espeon getting rocks up as he opts for Cinderace. Always gonna go to Lunala here. Positionally, it's just amazing versus his team. He can only go to I could also Hex. I mean Will-O-Wisp, but that'd be he likely has Heal Bell. Yeah, there's the Espeon that I've been expecting to come in. Now, you'd assume Trick Spec. I don't think he'd ever Shadow Ball. So yeah, I was wondering if it had Side Shock. I've never seen an Espeon in this tier, and so I'm just kind of going off that. So he may throw up a Wish, Blissey into U-turn. I'll always Lunala. Soon I'll start to go Skarmory on his U-turns since he's starting to get comfortable. Could Side Shock if he has it. I probably shouldn't have hearted Blissey, but yeah, I figured you had that. Now Stealth Rock, boom, boom, baby. And so because Skarmory literally only, like, if he Powerballs, he can't 2-hit KO me. Court change, huh? Damn. I did not expect a Choice Scarf. Where am I, man? Why does a Choice Scarf fucking... what? Why does a Choice Scarf Cinderace have... I needed to Seismic Toss there. Why does a Choice Scarf Cinderace have... He has like this Scarf. Yeah. I was figuring out I can probably eat a Side Shot. I don't want to play around with that. He can't KO me other than with Cinderace. I can't have this Blissey gone. We'll go Skarmory. As I already explained, Powerball will knock me out and he can't. Yeah, I'm gonna start punishing that switch. And now we're gonna allow Lunala to bite the dust. He thought he had me, as I opt for no. So he can't even touch Skarm anymore, which is great. As I'll roost here. Literally, I just double switch over and over again as he wishes. There's nothing he can wish to that's have any real relevance. Rocks destroys. Gyarados is a non-factor with my well, one with Skarm being a thing, but with Lunala being a thing as well. And so I'll opt for Lunala because it's just super bulky, and it obviously had heavy duty boost, Shadow Shield, and all that. And so I can just Hex. I think that was some damage to the Umbreon at the very least. He really needs like a ton of hacks. Waterfall's only doing 40%, and for every one he goes for, I roost back up. Right now, I just Hex to the point where he can't switch back in. I guess the Hex damage is negligible, as he just realizes the defensive backbone is too tough. But the Scarf Cinderace really threw me off. He had Scarf Gyarados and Scarf Cinderace, two very interesting Scarf options. You know, y'all generally, but then the court change. So it was like U-turn, court change, Powerball, either high jump kick or Zen headbutt. Obviously, I didn't want to play around with it having high jump kick, and I played recklessly with E-Tornadoes, expecting to trap the Cinderace, and then that didn't happen. So when he used this Dynamax, I was like, okay, Cinderace is guaranteed trap the moment it comes in. I hope I play that Sharpedo guy again. Like, the Sharpedo just ran up on me, guys. It just wasn't ready. But yeah, man, so many of you guys have offered to assist, and it just blows my mind, you know? Because ideally what I want to have is a situation where that website is pulling so much traffic just through AdSense alone from Google. I can actually pay people to like be a Pokemon journalist. Like, if you love Pokemon and you love writing, which is quite a few people, like, you know, whether it be like on a retainer basis, so I guess technically a salary, and set it up as a business, because of tax reasons and whatnot, I have to do that. I can't just, or then it's gonna come from me. But yeah, like where people actually make money doing what they love. And this idea literally came out of me reading U Squared today, and I just took action. So it's kind of unbelievable looking back now. I'm like, man, oh yeah, but Dracovish is not what I want to see. I don't want those problems, especially because he has Sandstorm. Otherwise, Lunala's pretty good here. I'm gonna keep it at the utmost, that way I can eat a Fishious and heal off and whatnot. Skarm almost untouchable. Volk completely walled by Tyranitar, so I have to overwhelm his T-Tower with rocks plus Eternatus, which is going to be his switch. And once I get rid of that Tyranitar, then we're looking pretty solid. And so, seeing as Eternatus, I knew he'd lead Rotom, but that's not about the lead. Just game plan wise, I'm structuring this to win with Volk, Dynamax Volk, or just annoying his team with what's it called today. That was very risky, considering that can't really deal with this Pokemon. That was like super risky. It worked out though. It puts me in an awkward spot, especially because that's a crit Dynamax cannon. You know, like if he has knockoffs, Leech Seed is his go-to. Skarm's gonna be important for the Necrozma on the off chance that it's okay. I'm actually so he's a fast Dracovish. That lets me know it's not Trick Room bulky. Otherwise, he'd have never made that play. And so look how much Fishious would have done. That's crazy. So I can't even roost this off. Insane. So the T-Tar is here, which I expected. And so I need to heal, unless this has like Dark Pulse. I should be able to heal. I need this to be at the utmost. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. I don't hate to see it. Surprised he was giving me T-Tar, so really, I do wonder what the T-Tar has. I'm gonna roost here. I don't think he'd go for Thunder Wave again. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fact that he's Thunder Waving here for sure though. So he gives me the T-Tar, unless this is Shed Shell Tar, but he showed leftovers. So Volk is looking handsome right now, especially after those repeated spike switches I'm sure I'm gonna have from the Dracovish. And I'm gonna eat that because of the burn. No damage, none. And soon I'll be able to just flamethrower spam. Blissey just needs to come in on. I mean, I don't even need Blissey. If he goes Dracovish, I'll Earthquake. His Conductor isn't necessary. I'll Earthquake it so that it's within the range of Psychic from Volk. Or Max Mindstorm. He doesn't know if I'm choiced, so he, going to T-Tar, going to Rotom is kind of gambly, because I could just knock him out with Stone Edge. Or he'd be forced to Hydro Pump, which invites Eternatus, which allows me to just fire spam. Eternatus is also something that can take on his Dracovicious Fishious, and I just did not expect one trick, and I didn't expect Lunala to take 100%. Like, Jesus, that's through Shadow Shield max HP, and it still did 67% to me. Wild. Oscar Wild. But yeah, guys, that's just the vision, man. That's just the vision. Okay, so he decides that Ferrothorn is the Pokemon that he wishes to send to the field. I do think this Ferrothorn has knock, but what I'll do is, because I want that Rotom, I know he's gonna get his health back. There's no stopping that, but I want that Rotom punished. I don't want it coming in all willy-nilly and shit. I want that Dracovish whittled so that when my Volcarona comes in, it's just especially if it's not a heavy-duty boost. Lunala, now if it is an heavy duty some Lunala, then I just set up on it and sweep him, because they generally run a Wisp, not Toxic or Thunder Wave. And then I just set up fodder, so no matter what his Dracovish does, I just sweep him. So he has Iron Defense. He's Iron Defense press. Surprises me that he's opting that route, considering he can't sweep me. So he should just lead sheet again here. I'm not gonna ever go Scarring because I need it to be at the utmost for Necrozma. I'm slightly changed some of the original user sets. Shoutouts to Rekdra. So it is Loon, but I'm assuming this is a defog variant, the way he's playing. And in that case, he just opts for the Psychic because I was Scarfed. I mean, he's clearly took damage from he took damage, which isn't normal. How did Rotom just die? I thought it was at 25%. Did the Rotom come in at any other point? I swore I saw it at 25. Maybe I'm tripping. Black Sludge. Okay. Alright, there we go. Because I'm like, how did it die? Okay, and so this is excellent. I keep saying okay. So Eternatus obviously can take a hit because I am outrageous. Perfect. How do I want to play this out? I'll let him. I don't even need to. I can just roost and that should be it. Because Rocky Helmet plus Spike, especially if he gets 2 turns. So I leave at full health, and this is perfect. I leave at full health. And that's Volk. So because this forces in Ferrothorn. Actually, thinking if I wanted to. Actually gonna Whirlwind here. So I expect Lunala. It goes Necrozma, which surprises me. I'd love to get Dracovish back. Yeah, so that's dead. I forgot how much Rocky Helmet does. How much was it doing here? I always forget how much it does. Wasn't paying attention. I want to say it's 18%, but you already know that Dracovish is 1/6. Doesn't really matter how much it does, but if I can just go Dugtrio, the reason it doesn't matter how much it does is because I'll always be walling Necrozma. Actually, positionally, I'd rather Dugtrio in. I'd rather Lunala in, because he can't guard against Lunala. This forces a Dracovish to get sacked. And he technically could have switched there. He could have went to Ferrothorn, which I don't want. So Dracovish is dead. The only thing that can Dynamax on his team now is Ferrothorn. So all I have to do is Dynamax Volcarona and I win this game. I don't even need to Quiver Dance. So just Dynamax, Max Flare, and this game is over. Because that gives me the Sun Boost, which mercs the Lunala. If it's Choice Scarf, it can't beat Dynamax. If it's not, then I already outspeed. And so wise of him to go Necrozma to probably Trick Room. Thunder Waves, I see. And this just allows for me to Hex Spam. I could Roost, but I don't need it. As I said, you know, Volcarona just wins no matter what he does at this point. It's obviously not doing any damage. Yeah, why not? Since you're gonna just stay in. Thank me later in this bitch. What's up? I don't want him randomly T-waving as I go Volk. And so that should seal the deal. Bologna. I just sack as he moon guys beams. Not mad at that at all. And we just Dynamax max 3. He's probably scarfed. No, he wasn't. And then this Ferrothorn is about to get cooked. Even as we speak right now, people are, man, you guys are so fucking out. Like, I cannot stress how much I'm appreciative of this. You know, I don't know if this is commonplace in any other community, but like, this all started, I remember it was 2017. I just graduated college, like late 2017, pretty much 2018. It was like December. It might have been even 2018, but I think it was like this late December. And I was like, man, you know, I'm gonna leave Pokemon because I'm an adult now. I graduated college. So I'm 22 at this point. And okay, cool. And so I'm like, how can I give back all the information I've gotten? You know, definitely can't just dip out and keep all this information that I've learned inside of me. And so I was like, you know, I told you guys I was watching actually a video on how to make money online because I didn't have a job. I was out of school, blah blah. And so I didn't write the book to make money because I didn't think a ton of people would get the book. I didn't even think people read books that watched Pokemon. I think that was one of the most shocking things to me. Oh, he just gets wrecked by Volk. I can't wait. Hazards and Volk just. I have to. Wise of him to go Among Us. Because I'd never go Blissey lead there. Yeah. If he double, yeah, I figured. That's what I wanted to have in his drill. Funnily enough, because I know he'll stay in and he can't kill me. Yeah. Good. So I'm expecting U-turn or... This might be Scarf or Bandit. I don't want to play around with this. Plus I want to get my spike. Knock, huh? This guards against primarily drill. I should roost, but my long game is with Volk, and the conditions get met if I play it like this, especially if it's not a choice. I wonder if that Crook is scarfed. If he's scarfed, I don't think he knocks out my Eternatus anyway. Okay, so there we go. That's what I wanted to see, if the Blissey, if the Lunala was scarfed or not. So he tricks, gets my heavy duty boost. I'm choice specs now. Since I'm expecting Buzz, I'll just Seismic Toss hard. I figured Drill would come in there because you want to potentially spin spam, and that's something I did not want. Me losing my boots on my Lunala is actually a pretty big deal. Lunala was pretty difficult, and so you see he's not heavy duty boots, and so he should perpetually U-turn because if I trap him, my Dugtrio eats him up. But my Eternatus is far too important. And so part of me is like, no, I can't do that. If it's a Scarf Crook with rocks, could get annoying playing with Dynamax games. And so I'm gonna Lunala here as he's Zen Headbutt. It's actually expecting what's his face, which makes me look like a king, but you know, I wasn't predicting that, to be honest with you. So this is likely some kind of choice one. I can, again, why would... it's whatever. So Amoonguss rears its ugly head. Did not expect Amoonguss to be the one coming out, but certainly gonna give him Lunala to the Spore. And position Eternate as well, because he's definitely gonna go back to Cinderace or Crocodile, right? And so Crook can't knock me out, but if we're thinking about my Dog Trio and the wins it gets and the kills it gets, so he is Scarf. Doesn't knock me out though, which I expected. It's based on how he plays. I'd like the sack. Okay, stays in. I didn't expect him to stay in there, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I figured if he did, because Skarm beats everything left, it'll suck, but it's not the end of the world, you know. Fuck, I forgot about Dynamax. I should have just killed him. I completely forgot about Dynamax. Now, still not the end of the world or anything like that, but I just completely forgot that Dynamax existed, quite frankly. And I think because I know I have a game plan in mind, I'm being reckless, but I should not. The upside of that is as well, it does mean that my Volk wins a little more easily. I'll just knock him out there, force his Buzz in, and so we'll find out if that Buzz has U-turn. I'll sack if he doesn't have U-turn, I'll sack Lunala. If he has U-turn, then it's like, okay, well, the play would have been too. I need to find out what his other move is. I don't think they carry U-turn in this tier. Yeah. Yeah, I figured Moongi would be his initial play. This is why I didn't want this is why I did not want Lunala not Sport, because it could be toxic, it could be stun Spore, it could be a lot of things, you know. Figured it'd be Helmet at the very least. So Sludge Bomb, I see Sludge Bomb. Maybe they run Drain. I'm not Giga Drain. Okay, so I finally get the Mandibuzz to come in. He's gonna defog for me, which helps Lunala, I guess. So he scouts for the Seismic Toss. I mean the soft boy here. So he has Giga Drain too. So I think his last move is maybe Clear Smog, maybe Toxic, maybe Stun Spore, something of that nature. But what I'm gonna do is get him comfortable to where he I get my switch on Volk. So he doesn't want to go Cinderace when it takes a ton of damage, and Lunala takes a ton of damage. Yeah, excellent. And so now I'm probably gonna be staring down Cinderace, which isn't the biggest deal in the world, as I said, as long as I catch him with and so I'll Soft Boy. I didn't think he'd Power Ball. So Cinderace is gone, which means, what the fuck is up with these Scar Cinderaces? Is this what people do? Fuck. This is a set? This is the second Scar Cinderace I ran into today, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, this is a problem now. Fuck. Hopefully this knocks him out and I'm not too KO'd. Okay, so he's dead, which is a big deal. So I might have just won because of the max flare damage. Depending on what his Lunala is, it should be Specs, but I think Psyshock is the thing, right? So he goes Amoonguss. He can't Spore. I wonder what his other move is, because otherwise I'd... Let me run the calc on how much Volcarona is doing to Lunala, because otherwise I just Quiver Dance, which guarantees me the win versus I think it's Stun Spore. I think his other move is Stun Spore. You'd assume Volt guaranteed kills, but you just never know, man. And if this is a 0% chance to KO, then I will Quiver Dance. Like, you'd never go Among Us first. Sure. Lunala. I know he's max speed because he's spec. Well, he doesn't have to be, but I mean, specs is generally that. Let's change that ability. Let's assume that. Scrappy, yeah. And so Fire Blast is doing, not Flamethrower, bro. Fire Blast. Should watch my time too. Sun Boosted Blast is doing 63 to 74. 63 to 74. He's gonna be at 76, I wanna say. Is that calc right? I mean, everything looks right. Why is that doing so little? I know why. He doesn't have Psy Shock. No, you always have Psy Shock. I can still win if... Okay, excellent. I'm glad I quivered there. I could still win even if he was Stun Spore. All I'd have to do is Quiver Dance again. Nah, I'm pretty sure I kill, yeah. And so Among Us obviously cannot beat Wolf 1v1. So we pulled it back, but now I gotta be wary of Scar Cinderace. My knowledge has just been updated. What the hell? But yeah, I am super grateful, man. Like, it is super humbling, man. Super humbling to see such like skilled people from all around contribute, because surely I cannot afford to pay all these people what they're worth. And so it's just, you know, when the community, because we're all on the backs of the efforts of other people, you know, the light bulb, the you know, the internet, computers, all these things were once ideas in people's head. And if that person, that's how I view life, honestly. People say you know, people always kind of put the label of you're very confident, or you're very mentally tough or self-assured, which, you know, I guess, you know, if in one way of looking at it, you could say that's true. But actually, how I think about it is more from I couldn't possibly disrespect those who have treaded the untreaded path and allowed me to have the luxuries that I have today, allow me to communicate with people from all over the world. That's on the backs of other people and their, you know, their efforts and their belief in themselves. And so if I pussy out now, you know, there are plenty of people who are gonna lose out because I didn't have the courage to act, and I don't want to ever have that on my chest. And so it's really kind of out of respect for other people. I just thought about what I'm doing, because he's super like susceptible to Lunala. I mean, I already knew this, because he's gonna U-turn. Oh, he icicle crashed. It's funny, I was gonna go for Will-O-Wisp there. Crash is gonna do 50-ish. Hex 65 psychic kills him. Please don't hex, thank you. Now, it's wise of him if the Mewtwo is just like a Shy Strike, Ice Beam style, then you definitely want Lunala gone. Also for the Eternatus, come on bro. I'll spike hard. He actually stayed into Spectral Thief again. Oh, he Shadow Sneak crit. Okay, I thought that was a Spectral Thief crit. Oh, if he actually crit me there with Spectral Thief, it would have been rough. Surprised he shadow snuck. I always say snuck because I wonder if I'm in CC range. I doubt it. Spectral Thief though. Okay. Phew. No, I know y'all held your breath for that crit. So I should be seeing Charizard as ugly. Well, he doesn't have Sun, so it's very different. He just changed his Abby. Did y'all see that? My man said, "Hell nah, hell nah, I'm changing my Abby out here." And so with that spike, Dogtree I think guaranteed kills. With another spike, I guaranteed kill Eternatus and Zacian. But I have Rocky Helmet, so I can throw this in on Zacian anyway. And Blissey obviously shuts down Zard outside of Sun. And Volk already wins the game. So it's hard to get Quiver Dances. I can get Quiver Dances versus, I guess, Eternatus. Then Max Mindstorm. I don't know the role for that. So Asso Gaming seems like he's had enough of my shit. He changed his avatar. I think he's out of here. So this is gonna be our last game. Again, guys, I know I'd rather say too many thank yous and ward away people who are like, oh fuck this guy, he says thank you too much, he's too positive. People label me as positive. I'm like, I've never thought of myself as trying to be positive. It's just like the alternative isn't that effective. It doesn't really gain me much. What's the ROI on pessimism? And so it's just, I guess, painted a different perspective for me, or how people perceive me. But it also is just a better life. Like people IRL, you know, so many opportunities get presented on the daily. That just reminds me, that guy gave me this card to, like, some dude. I was working on one of my business outside of here, and I met this dude, and he was talking about a potential grant to help out with that business. I'm like, holy fucking shit, like a fucking grant, free money to help. I mean, obviously, I'm not one to, I still have the money from the website. I haven't used it yet because I haven't had to, but that's in a separate account. I don't touch that money because that's what you guys donated for the website. That's what I'm going to use it for. And so, like, stuff like that, I don't, you know, it's not like I have enough to, you know, cover my overhead so I can do what I love. Sorry, I was thinking about the team preview. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up with this one. Blissey's core purpose is certainly to guard against the Lunala Rotom. Scarring for everything else, depending on what his age slash. If it's special, then I mean I can switch and he can't touch me. I can't touch him. But with hazards up, I sweep him with Volcarona. I set up versus Rotom. And so unless it's Lunala to start this game off, your boy Eternatus is about to go hit. You know what I'm saying? I need to chill the fuck out. I was worried he'd be scarfing pivot into Zacian, but not worried enough. This isn't a very important mid-ground Pokemon, so I'm gonna opt for Skarmory. What the fuck? I'm gonna Whirlwind here. Crits me. It's not good. Skarm is gone, and I get. Ugh. I think he's gonna Volt Switch. No fucks given, even though he knows I know he's Scarf. Oh, he just overheat. That's what I thought he should have done, because, you know, I could have easily went to Dugtrio there, but, you know, easy flamethrower, easy flamethrower there. If he's a side shot variant, okay, so he's that one. I'm glad to see that. It's allows for me to stealth rock. Now it does mean that Volcarona again sets up all over him. I'm gonna take this Zacian from him. Boy, getting too cocky with this thing. Too cocky with it. I'm gonna kill you. And so I have a couple more things I'd like to trap in KO. That Rotom's gonna get punished whenever it comes in. I'm very surprised he went Rotom. That didn't make much sense to me. Even with this Volt Switch, you gotta go Loon, yeah. And I've just confirmed the Blissey. And I know your Loon set. So I'll Toxic on the out. Yep. I was gonna say I'm gonna double switch out back into Eternatus, but I was like, you might have a defog without I mean, certainly Crunch would come out, yeah. Certainly. Eternatus is far too important. Smashes Zarude, Rotom. So does Lunala, but not nearly as much. If he Crunch locks, then how? What the fuck? Fighting Steel. I'm gonna burn him. Oh, I'm faster. What is this? The Behemoth Bash. Oh man, you hate to see it. I'm about to wall you. I'm not having it, bro. And so now I can Dogtrio. That's if Dogtrio would have even killed from here. You hate to see Lunala do what Lunala does, man. Hal has a ton of PP. Holy crap. And that's all she wrote, Brody. That's all she wrote. Zarude! This thing is fast. Too fast. No, I'm kidding. Darkest Lariat is the only thing. Knockoff would be annoying. But I know if he's even a Scarf, Rotom Heat, huh? This boy's tired of me. He's going for Trick here. This guy's going for Trick here. I know it. I know he's going for Trick here, bros. Watch this Trick he's gonna go for. A Pain Splits. Choice Scarf Pain Split. And only on Mrjamvad TV. I think this is game though. Oh, he went Zarude. I didn't expect Zarude to be his mine. I expected anything else. And I was gonna set up Sweep there. He's Life Orb. I just realized that. Goodbye. And so I should be staring down Lunala. Oh, I'm going to. I don't know if this is weakness policy or something. Leftovers. Okay. 6K shielding. Okay, now that I know your leftovers, I'll just beat you with this. And you're special, so it means Volcarona just wins anyway. But yeah, Cheesecake Factory down. RIP Cheesecake Factory. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Everybody who PM'd me and everybody who checked out that video and showed the love. Some people didn't even like have shit to give, but they're like, I'll give what I can to the movement. This shit might end up getting done in a month. Like my long-term goal for all that to happen was like damn near 7 months from now, 8 months from now. But like, man, get U Squared, guys. Incredible book. That's the only reason all this is possible. Thank you. Hit the like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.